G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to install a fire extinguisher mount in the 300 series, or Larry as everyone knows, because under that bonnet there is a heap of electronics, and there's also a heap of electronics inside the car too. So just a little bit of insurance. So there's some different fire extinguisher mounts on the market, but I ended up going with K-On. So K-On, well, why I liked K-On is because it actually slides with the seat. So obviously if you move the seat forward, the thing goes forward. If you move the seat back, it goes back. And it can be mounted on either driver's side or passenger side. So this is the K-On fire extinguisher bracket. So it's made out of 2mm 304 stainless steel. So and it suits a fire extinguisher up to 1.5 kilos. So I just picked that up from Repco, 40 bucks. I'm pretty sure you can get them cheaper from other places, but where we live, we've got Repco, so that'll do. So what was in the box was the K-On fire extinguisher mount, and also came with some mounting screws and nuts and bolts as well. So that's to obviously mount your fire extinguisher onto the K-On brackets. So it's a fairly simple DIY setup. So if you're going to install it on the driver's side, there's 4 bolts or 4 nuts to undo, so just under the seat. I've already had a bit of a look. So you need a 12mm ratchet spanner. If you've got ratchet spanners, it'll make your job so much easier. So, or if you put it on the passenger side, there's only 2. So I'll get in there now and I'll show you what nuts to do. So you don't actually take the nuts all the way off. Just loosen to the top of the bolt itself, just enough so it slides the bracket or the fire extinguisher mounting bracket underneath, and then you just tighten those nuts back up. But I'll show you what I mean. So I just quickly jumped on the K-On website, and apparently that bracket is not suitable for a GX model. So Larry's a GXL. If you've got obviously a VX or the Sahara or the GR Sport, they recommend to take the whole seat out. So that one might not be for everybody, but it's definitely going to fit into the Larry. But you all would have thought the GX and GXL were very similar, but anyway, obviously not. But anyway, we'll jump down there and I'll show you these nuts that we need to loosen. Rightio, so hopefully you can see in there. So that's the 2 nuts on this side, and the 2 nuts on the other side are actually behind that guard there, or actually down the side here. So one side is going to be very easy to get to. Not too sure if you can see that, but one side looks like it's going to be a little pain in the bum. But anyway, we'll give it a crack and we'll see how it goes. But I'm hoping it's going to be a quick DIY. Hopefully it's going to take no longer than about half an hour. But righto, so I've got those 4 nuts undone. So those 2 on that side were definitely the hardest. So I actually found it a lot easier to undo them with a socket. But the only hard thing about getting that was I've got a good set of sockets here, King Chrome Tool-X stuff, but the head on it was too big. So I ended up finding a shitty old Chinese socket ratchet, and it actually fits. So the front one's okay to get to. It's just the rear on that side. So, and I've just lifted them up just enough so they're just at the top. So now the seat will. So it's got a bit of movement anyway. So I'll grab the K-On fire extinguisher mount and we'll mount it there and have a bit of a look at it. Righto, so K-On is in place and just sits on those Just under those nuts there, and then the same on the other side, obviously underneath that bracket there. So a bit hard to see down in there. There's a couple of screws. There they are. So that's a little bugger, that one right at the back there, but you would have thought the one at the front would be worse, but it's not. It's actually the rear. So I'll just quickly go ahead and I'll screw them back down and tighten them all up, and then we'll add on the fire extinguisher. Right, all done up. We'll just quickly check the clearance. As you can see, clears the bottom of a couple of mil, which is what you want. So I am happy with that. Now we'll go and hook up the 1 kilo fire extinguisher and see what it looks like. Righto, we are in. So I actually just had a little sit in the seat and you don't even realise it's even there. I think you notice there's something red at your feet. So I decided to go on the, so there's 2 levels, so your top level and a bottom level. I went down to the bottom one, only because it gave me a little bit of extra room to get my hand in under there if I needed to move the seat forward and back. But that looks pretty good. All I've done is just add a little split pin there, just so that pin doesn't come out accidentally as we're driving along, traveling along. It looks pretty good, so I've just got to we'll take that back out, tighten them nuts up, and then she's complete. Yeah, right, guys, so if you've got any questions or if you want to know anything about the K-On bracket, I've got no affiliation with K-On, so that's just off my own bat. But as I said, I like the K-On because it actually slides in and out with the chair. It just looks, and to me it just feels like it's built better. But just remember, not compatible with the GX model, and if you've got a higher grade than the GXL Larry, you need to remove the seat. So definitely worth the investment. I didn't tell you how much it was. It was $79 on the K-On website, not KO, we're not playing sport. K-On website, and I think it was, I don't know, it might have been 10 or 15 bucks for delivery. So all in all, about 90 bucks, I suppose, and then the 40 bucks for the fire extinguisher itself. But to me, that's just pretty cheap insurance, just in case. I highly doubt I'm ever going to need to use that, but I'd rather be looking at it than going, shit, where's the fire extinguisher? But anyway, guys, if you've got any questions, as I said, hit me up in the comments below. Or if you don't want to put it in the comments below, just shoot me a message on our Facebook page, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But anyway, guys, enjoy your day. Cheers.